Unit rate costing of resources. The unit rate contains the average amount of resources you need to install 1 unit. Okay. The term costing stands for method of estimation of production cost. Okay. For estimating the direct and indirect cost of a work package or work item, we need to have the following cost, like labor cost, equipment utilization cost, material cost, etc. For example, labor cost means labor effort in man hours into standard labor hourly rate. So there is a standard labor hourly rate for each and every particular work per hour. There are rates. Okay. Then equipment utilization cost, that is equipment utilization hours into standard equipment hourly rate. Material cost is material consumption quantity into standard material unit price. Labor standard hourly rate. Direct labor employed on daily or monthly wages can be costed on an hourly rate basis for convenience. The complete labor hourly standard rates include net expenses incurred on procurement, benefits, and statutory costs like taxes, insurance, etc. For costing purposes, labor is categorized into foremen or supervisors, highly skilled labor, semi-skilled labor, and unskilled labor. So each people having different costing. Calculation of labor standard hourly rate involves determination of annual hour estimated cost and number of productive hours worked in a year. So this is one of a example estimating annual productive hours. Okay. So total days in a year is 365 days. Okay. So it means directly 52 weeks, and per week, and if you are allowing a holiday on Sunday, that is total 52 holidays will come per week. Then total public holidays based upon location. Some location, local holidays will be there. So in this particular example, 10 days was assumed as a public holiday, and reduced working hours due to bad climate condition, due to heavy rain or heavy sunlight, and religious related programs is assumed as 23 days. Per year, particular labor can take allowable leave of 10 days. Net working days in a year is, so from this we can calculate the total net working days in a year, that is total year days is 365, and we need to reduce holiday per week, public holidays, and due to bad conditions, climatic condition, and a religious related program, and allowable holidays. So we need to reduce all those things. So totally we will get 270 days. Okay. But we people are working based upon working hours. Per day people are working around 8 hours. So annual productive working hours at 8 hours per day, it means 270 into 8, we are converting those duration into working hours, that is 2160 working hours will be there per person for an year. Okay. The next example, we can learn how to calculate the total annual expense. Okay. The annual wage for a particular labor per month based upon hourly basis wage, uh, the company is providing 7,500 per month. So total for a year, that is 7,500 into 12, that is 90,000 it will come. Then the recruitment charge around 50% for 2 years, and the total 2 years they spend around 5,000 rupees. So per year it will come 2,500. Then for an individual person, the mess charge per month is 1,000. So for an year it will come around 12,000 rupees. The travel charge is 1,250. The medical expenses 1,000, and the accommodation at 300 rupees rent per month for per labor. So per year 3,600. Then annual leave equivalent to half month wage, that is per month 7,500. So half of the that wages is 3,750. Then gratuity equivalent half month wage, that is 3,750. Insurance and social contribution is 600. Other expenses like sports, entertainments is 1,200. So total expenses is 1,19,650. That is, you need to sum up all those expenses. So from this labor hourly standard rate, we can calculate by the formula. How labor hourly standard rate is equal to annual estimated cost divided by annual productivity hours. Okay, so we already calculated the annual productivity hour, that is 2,160, and the annual estimated cost is 1,19,650. Okay, so when you substitute in the formula, you will get 55.39 rupees per hour for a particular labor. Okay, that particular labor, if it is very skilled labor, this rate will change. Skilled labors, again it will change. Unskilled labor, again this will change. This is for an example. Okay, for that particular individual labor, this is a labor hourly standard rate. So we already saw two examples. So from those examples, we are going to learn how to calculate average hourly labor rate per workers of a crew. Crew means a group of people put together to perform a particular task. For example, if one or two laborers are put to lay tiles. Okay. Also, we are going to calculate crew cost per unit of work. Okay. So here we are going to use certain terms, that is, for example, A. A is equal to hourly labor rate of a crew, and N is equal to number of workers of the crew. So if you know these things, we can calculate average hourly labor rate per worker of the crew, that is B is equal to A by N. Next notation is C. C is crew cost per unit of work. We are going to find out this. So to find this, you need to know hourly labor rate of a crew and the quantity of work done in an hour, that is mentioned as Q. That is C is equal to A by Q. Small example, a crew containing 2 carpenters of labor hourly rate 55. Okay, and 1 helper of labor hourly rate 50. So we need to find hourly labor rate of crew is equal to, need to find A first, our hourly labor rate of crew, that is 2 people with a rate of 55 and 1 people with a rate of 50. So total 160. Yeah. Then we need to find B. B is equal to average hourly rate per worker of a crew, that is equal to A by N, that is 160 divided by total workers is 3. So we will get average hourly rate per worker of a crew is 53.33 rupees. Yeah. Similarly, if you know the quantity of work done in an hour, if you know the quantity of work done in an hour by a particular crew team, you can calculate the crew cost per unit of work. But that will you have to observe in a daily basis, because the same labor can perform very good in a particular day based upon climatic condition, based upon his energy, based upon his psychological effect. The same person can do little bit lesser efficiency in some other day. So you need to observe continuously, and and you have to make to a conclusion based on that. Equipment hourly standard rate, that is, costing is done for estimation of the equipment hourly rate. This involved estimation of equipment moving and operation cost. So the equipment rate per hour is owing cost per hour plus operating cost per hour. Owing cost is nothing but depreciation. Okay. The operating cost is fuel cost, maintenance cost, major repair cost, operative cost plus tire replacement cost for rubber tire equipment, etc. Okay. The factors affecting equipment owing and operation cost. The state of equipment, what is the condition of your equipment now, it will affect. The source of funding for new purchase. So if your old equipment is facing a lot of trouble, and if you want to purchase new one, based upon the fund availability. The site delivered price, again corporate taxes, economic plant life in years, resale value, annual operational hours contemplated, past performance record in the case of old equipment, skill of the operator, repair and maintenance facilities available nearby. Next is material standard price. It is defined as estimated price of the unit quantity of an item delivered at the project site. This price includes the direct costs like price at source, wastage cost, transportation cost up to the site, and taxes involved. Site storage and handling costs from the site warehouse to construction sites are covered under indirect costs. So this is why, in order to reduce the indirect cost, the reachable distance must be very minimum. Material standard price. The purchase price of each item can be ascertained by inviting quotations and then concluding supply subcontract with the selected suppliers. Some items can be priced from standard price catalog, commercial cost guides, and past experience. Enquiries regarding the purchase price are made by the estimator at the tendering stage. The price may vary from time to time. The purchase price of material depends on quantity required, lot size of each delivery to store, delivery dates, specification based upon the requirements in the contract, shelf life of the material, because cement can't stay too long in a humid condition, likewise, and the payment terms. Direct material standard price can best be estimated by the project material manager.